What's up, guys? Welcome back to the shop. In today's video, we got the billet that we made last week. I'm gonna have two knives already drawn on there that I'm gonna be cutting out of this billet. And the knives are gonna be hidden tang knives because I don't have enough practice doing hidden tang. So I figured that I might as well get some practice in. Alright guys, so the knife is roughly straightened out on the grinder and got most of my forming of it ready. So next I'm going to work on straightening out these lines right here. That way whenever I fit up my handle to it, it'll be nice and straight. I have a very bad habit of waiting until afterwards. When I think about actually working on the handle, the knife is done and like hardened and everything. And then it makes it very difficult because I don't have a mill. So I'm going to straighten it out right now with a file and my little filing jig I made. Alright guys, so we're almost there to heat treating the knife. It's looking pretty good, but I've run into my first decent issue on this build, which isn't out of the ordinary. Normally there's issues, and my issue is right here. I have crossover, and my copper line actually goes pretty far back here. And if you look at the spine, you can see where the copper just goes off this way, and the same with the point. The copper just goes towards my right, and that's no bueno. I'm gonna have to change the profile on this knife just a tad, that way I can get rid of that, which isn't too much of a big deal. This side came out looking really great. This side not as much. Still have quite a bit of grinding to do. It's still pretty thick, but I'm gonna have to reprofile it just a tad, just to get rid of that little problem area. But hopefully that'll be the only issue we have. Alright guys, good news and bad news. So we're out of the Quench. That's the good news. This thing looks pretty nice. The pattern is going to come out amazing. Bad news, a giant ass crack on the back of it, where it split apart. So yeah, this whole piece right here decided to not stick, I guess, during the forging. I could tell it was a little dirty when I was grinding it, but I didn't think it was just gonna all peel off. I just thought that, if I ground more afterwards, it would be good. But that's the risk with these copper layers in between. So you can come out with a very beautiful pattern, or it could not stick for whatever reason. Mine, I'm not sure. The steel was pretty clean. Maybe I had an inclusion right there because I had some minor spots that I ground out that you can see in the billet as I'm setting together. Maybe that created an air gap there where it didn't fill it completely and it peeled. Could be that. Could just be that it just didn't braze well there, so it didn't stick, and that just pulled it apart. So still, overall, it's still a useful knife. I mean, the core steel is going to be great. So it's still a useful knife. Maybe one day I'll grind all this off and then just have one cool looking side and one bland looking side. But for now, I'm just going to go on. I'm going to clean this side and hit it with some higher grits, throw it on conditioning belt so I can show you the pattern. And that's going to be it for this knife. It'll be a dud. I'll throw it in my dud drawer whenever I got time. Maybe I'll mess with it. But let's get that pattern popping out. Alright guys, so that's what the pattern would look like roughly. Got some scratches in there still, but no big deal. But yeah, this would have come out pretty cool had I been able to finish it and throw it in some coffee and all that good stuff. But this proved that it doesn't always work out. This could have been a very beautiful knife, but sadly, it is what it is. It's part of learning. I have another one I can do off the same billet. Hopefully, when I do that, I don't have the same result. It might not, I'm not sure. But hopefully it doesn't. But guys, as always, if you liked the video, be sure to like the video. Let me know in the comments down below if you got an idea what caused that. More than likely it's what I said, but it could have been something else. Who knows? And if you're new to this channel and you got this far, click right here or over here, the little JP logo, and subscribe if you're not subscribed, because a lot of you aren't. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. Peace.